Okay, we're going to talk about the RTC and Modbus over Ethernet VFDs, and in particular the AutomationDirect DuraPulse GS20. And in this part we're going to look at testing. So everything's set up, we just want to make sure everything's running. And as usual, this is available in the RTC version 5.00 and higher. So, we've got a lot going on here. We've got an RTC, we've got two I/O nodes, we have our VFD, we have our PBS 5000, and we also have the electric motor driven by the VFD. So, focusing in on the RTC, first thing I would do would be to go to the I/O tab. And usually you would start here and you'd say you can cycle over to the VFDs. And if we just turn this on, it'll automatically turn on this VFD to a fixed frequency. And if it turns on, it means everything's running. We can hear the relay click for the run signal. And we can see in here the motor running. The other thing I can see is that if I disconnect my run signal, the motor should just shut down on its own. Then I'll reconnect that. Oops. I'll reconnect that. And my motor is running. And I'll turn off my override. So, the other thing we can do is we can go over to the equipment-based overrides. We'll select our top brush, we'll click on, and again, the same thing that should happen. We should see the equipment turn on, but in this case, any other outputs that are also assigned to that equipment will all come on. So, the last thing I will do is I will run a ghost car through the wash to see the VFD come on at the appropriate time. So for that, I'm going to need my pulse simulator since I don't have a car wash. I don't need my gate simulator because the ghost car will take care of that. But I will look at my tunnel tab here. And there's a peculiar thing. If I pick my top brush VFD run signal, it's not going to show up on here. But if that piece of equipment has some sort of regular digital output, we can pick that. Excuse me. And a line will show up showing where it is in the bay. Now I'll go over to my PBS 5000. I'll select a ghost car. I'll tell it which wash package to use. And with the ghost car, you have to do the extra step of starting the conveyor. Conveyor's running. Take a look at our tunnel tab, or our our tunnel tab, and we should eventually see that car come into view. And we should see that motor hear the motor come on when the car reaches the position of that piece of equipment in the bay. Again, we hear the run signal click on, the motor turns on, it stays on for the length of the vehicle. And then shuts off when the vehicle exits the equipment. So that's it. That's testing. Everything seems to be working fine.